أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين وصلى اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. This is the title, today's title, but I know it is not a good English. I understand now. We all know that we are going to give a try, actually, how to read the Quran, parallel reading the Quran and the universe at the same time, alongside, together. So, reading, who is reading in this subject? Who is the reader? The reader. Ihab says I. Anybody else? Huh? But I'm going to ask him, yeah, you too. Well, okay. The question is this. Who are you?
Human being.
Yeah?
A human being.
A human being. Excellent. What does being a human being mean? Anyone? The question is open to everyone. They call it floor, but we are on the floor. Everybody is on the floor, don't worry. And so some of the people sit up there and they say the floor. Yeah. Backbench people. Yeah. Okay. Or what do you understand from human being? Yeah?
Conscious creation with limited free will.
So conscious created.
Creation.
A conscious creation is created. Yeah.
Given.
Yeah. And with limited free.
Given.
Yeah. With limited given free will. Okay. Not A plus, but A. So that's all right. Not better than lower ones. So why not not A plus? Because we have to understand that yes, conscious, yes, created or creation, yes, with limited free will, but it's a problematic framing. In the culture, you hear that the free will, there is that serious scholar among us, I have to be very careful. But you can challenge me, don't worry about it. But I have to be careful with my language. So, when you say free will, why do you say limited? What do you understand from free will that with an absolute free will or limited free will? Don't you see that being created is something to do with the fact that everything that person has is bound to be created. And in terms of being created, there is no limited or unlimited. Created means created. Don't confuse the language. In the culture, we keep hearing that we have limited knowledge. No. We have created knowledge. We have limited power. No, we have created power. In our being created, that is the nature of having power, knowledge, and including free will. So this is a misleading term. Of course, in the popular language, it's correct. We cannot change everything. We cannot really interfere into anything in the act of creating the universe. But Since we are created, we don't claim that we have the power to create. So as a created being, we have free will. As a created being, we are given, you emphasized on that as well, given power, perfect. Given power. So within my given conditions, I am free. Don't use limited, because it's a very dangerous word. Why it is dangerous word? If you really go further in your thinking and reflections, especially related to theology. Theology means here the meaning of existence, meaning of life, meaning of everything is something to do with theology. It means somehow related to theos. It means the creator. So I exist not because I exist, because my creator exists. So I define my existence because of my creator. If I don't take notice of the creator, which means my createdness, if I don't take notice of my createdness, then I have nothing really to claim about. But because if I am not created, what am I then? It seems to be simple matter, but it's not simple. Because if I am not created, I am absolutely sure that I am not a creator. I'm not creating. Yeah, I found myself being created, or I found myself already existing. It means giving existence with certain shape, quality, etc. So people speak simply, very simple, say that we are just as we are, naturally like this. What do you mean? Naturally like this, what does it mean? Really be serious with your own being, it means nothing. What do you mean by naturally like that? Because naturally doesn't mean anything. Everything as it is, but they exist. So our minds are conditioned with some certain words that we don't question. When it comes to religion, everybody questions. When it comes to this, somebody advised me to watch something. You know, these TED programs, you all know that. I don't usually, but it's a very challenging, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I said, okay, let me spend 15 minutes. They are not long. It's all right, bearable. Says, universe corrects itself, expands itself, perfects itself. Look at the language. What are you talking there? What is correcting? What is expanding? What is improving from chaos into order? In spite of the thermodynamics second law, it means it goes against. Why? The universe does this. What do you mean by universe does this? Do you think the stone corrects itself, improves itself? Do you improve yourself? What does it mean? Be serious. They are empty talks, as the Quran says. Empty talks. Empty talks. One thing, nature. The other one is law. Natural law. Empty talks means nothing. Order, okay, but natural law, what do you mean by natural? What do you mean by natural? If you overcome this term, which we very frequently refer to in our discussions, if you really understand that this is an empty talk, you can overcome everything. our minds have been conditioned, we don't talk about it. Like those people, I'm not blaming anybody, this is the tradition, who speak that we are Muslims and we believe in God. We are Christians, we believe in God. We are Jews, we believe in God. We are Hindus, we believe in God. They don't know what they mean. Generally speaking, there are exceptions. When the people speak about, I'm not Muslim, I am not a religious guy, whether they say I am a spiritual guy or I am I don't know, atheist, agnostic, whatever, they speak about the things themselves. And both sides don't know what they are talking about. Both sides equally. They say, we believe in that. Why? We are Muslims. What they don't really know what God is. Just saying that God is the creator is nothing. The other one says the nature is the creator. Again, is not defined. Is not defined. What we are doing in these discussions to define it. And what we really mean when I say nature, when I say God, what do we really mean? So before we go into the practice, actually, I want to do some practice today as much as I can, 1, 2 verses from the Quran. How can I really, if you like, ascertain my vocabulary when I say I believe in this? So I have to understand that, look, the universe is nature. They say this is the nature. It is the here I am. So as a created being, as it is, as this really machine is made, this machine functions with its full capacity. Why? Because this machine is made as it is, and it functions with its full capacity. When you say limited, it means I am making a comparison between this machine and Eric's wife's new machine. So it is, the program, this machine is narrower, or the scope-wise is than that one, or old-fashioned, this is a new one. Comparison. When you make a comparison, saying that I am limited, you are comparing yourself with what? With what? Yeah? Well, anybody. With what? You are comparing yourself?
In my answer, I meant it relative to absolute free will.
Yeah. So
I didn't mean it that way.
No. We are making a point clear, but I'm exploiting your language. You like to make my point clear. So I'm not criticizing anybody. You cannot compare absolute with anything. Absolute is by definition incomparable. Which one? Incomparable. So you cannot compare yourself with your creator. All right? That is the A plus. That's the A point. So it is not a mistake. I'm just trying to make the point clear that try to use your language consciously as far as when your belief system is concerned. When you really try to understand your belief system and be confident in your belief system, so what do you mean? Why do I use this word? What does it really mean? We have to be very careful. So, would you like to say something? I think you want to say something. Yeah.
So would you say, I use the word creation and I use the word limited. Would you say limited is inherent when I say creation, so there's no need to say it?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. If you say creation, that's it. It defines everything.
Okay.
So I am a created being. I am made as I am, and I am made in order to function in my fullest sense. That's it. So that is why when the Quran comes talking about the human nature, it says you have no limit. Yeah. For example, in the Islamic literature, and you might have heard of this. People speak about this because it is in the atmosphere. We have no upper ceiling, and which puts a limit in using our capacity in order to understand and appreciate our Creator. No limit. Do you understand? No limit. You cannot say, for example, I can understand the power of God at this point, and that I cannot go beyond it. No, there's no limit. There's no ceiling. It is open, 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 open. That's what we are going to study. Human nature, human capacity in order to know himself so that he will know his Creator has no limit. Don't worry about it. Try your best. Go. Try your best and go. For example, because there is no limit in comprehending the absolute, because absolute is incomprehensible. Do you understand? How can you talk about this one? Why I took this word and made an excuse to introduce the subject, because that helped serve my purpose here. Because we need to define human beings in order to read the Quran, which is verbal revelation, and the universe, which is act-wise, actional, if you like. Revelation again, revealing. Whoever made the universe, whoever made me too, is revealing himself to whom? To conscious beings. For example, I don't know about others. We are not talking about others, whether, I don't know, a piece of stone, or I don't know, air, or whether they are conscious or not. That is another matter. That is a very complicated subject. But as far as I am concerned, I am conscious of my own existence. I am conscious of some qualities in the universe. So I have to question these qualities because I am conscious of their existence. So some people want to ask questions.
I mean, because I'm assuming all this is an introduction to the slides that we're going to hopefully start soon. My point is because you're defining a human being, and I'm wondering, are we trying to read the Quran and the universe by a definition of a human being as something that exists, that is conscious, and has hopes and dreams and all that kind of stuff, versus using language like a creature or a created being, because then that means you're already biased, that you're assuming that you're created. And so you're going to start reading the text with the assumption that you're created. I'm just trying to, if you say that you're a creature or you're created, as what we were saying right now in our definition of what a human being is, that assumes that you're assuming that you already believe that you're created, right? And I'm wondering, is this discussion going to be in the wider sense of what a human, like if anyone were to walk in and say, I'm a human being, I should understand what you guys are talking about?
Yeah, either, the creative we use for this atmosphere, either I am made or
I exist.
Sorry?
I exist. I don't know.
I exist.
Yeah.
How?
I know I exist.
How? No. So you have to, before you do anything, start any step, you have to define yourself. So If you are made, you are made. If you are not made, so what are you? How do you define yourself? If someone doesn't define himself, but it doesn't mean that I really certify it, confirm it. No, but what do they do? What the people do? Those people who say that, okay, there are quite a number of people, and they also say that they are intelligent people. Yeah, everybody is intelligent, yeah. Everybody uses his intelligence. And also they think and they say, I don't know who I am. And that's my conclusion. I am atheist. I am agnostic. You said you don't know who you are, and you are saying, I am something. Isn't that oxymoron? Do you see the internal conflict in the sentence? I don't know who I am, and I am something. It means, you know, in history, in Greek history, there used to be a certain kind of people. They claimed that they are sophists. They said, we don't know what we are. Even we don't know whether we exist or not. All right. Because he doesn't know. He says he doesn't know that whether he exists or not. That's his stand. Do you feel that? Even you don't know you exist. So you said, I am, if I say I am created, it is already an established prejudice. Yep, a biased start. I agree, if you don't. So you said, as an alternative, I exist. Here we are. It means you exist. You are not doubting about your existence. You have to have a stand or define what this existence means for me. How come that I exist? Before starting anything, before reading the Quran, before reading the universe, anything, I said, although the title is a sample of universe, Quran parallel reading. All right. That's what we are going to do. I said, look, without defining who is the reader, this subject becomes baseless. Who is the reader? And we say human being, and we have to define human being. So do we say that we have certain qualities, one of which is only one of them, is only one, is intelligence, which means consciousness, which means I'm not defining intelligence. I'm not defining intelligence. Consciousness, which means aware of one's existence. So this person has to think about it, about his existence. Which kind of qualities I have? For example, I am aware of my existence. How come? Regardless, you may claim to be an atheist, whatever. How come you exist? How do you explain it? It's not a simple matter. Whether you are a very strong believer or you are a very strong, atheist, stubborn atheist, how come you exist? You have to explain it. So that's why they say we are natural beings. Found out an unknown concept in order to make sense of what they are going to say. But unknown concept, undefined concept. No one in the world can define the word nature. I always claim this. And I always think about it in my own reading. Also, when they say something, what does it mean? Nature, what do you mean? But can you define God? Yeah. How? Because definition doesn't have to be a physical description. My human understanding, my own capacity, makes me conclude requires of me to conclude that this universe has a source of existence. Must have. Otherwise, I cannot explain existence itself. That is the subject we very frequently in these discussions refer to, and that is the essence of everything, foundations of everything, if you like, the heart of all matters, that if anyone, well, regardless of very religious pious men or very atheist men, whatever, if anyone doesn't pay attention to existence, his or her existence, or the existence of something, the existence, very existence, the abstract notion of existence, yeah, not necessarily here there is a piece of stone, or here there is an air molecule. No. Existence itself, what do you mean? We have to define it. But those people, we have to be very careful here. I know you are all attentive. Thank you, really. I wasn't expecting anybody. I told my friend that if no one comes to this, we're cold, so we can have together some discussion. But okay, thank you for coming, really. On this, it's very cold today. Am I wrong? Yeah. So thank you for coming. So we have to be even more serious. Leave about I believe in God. I have to think about God. These are all not secondary, irrelevant to me. You cannot think of God. You can believe in God. How? As a conclusion. Your conclusion must be, because you believe in God, I'm not going to let you sleep. No. So I will use even more challenging language. So you say, oh, come. No, we are not atheists. Come on. What do you think? This Islamic center? No, I don't care, Islamic center or whatever. Even we could have this discussion in a church or in a discotheque. I don't care. Really, I don't care. Why should I? Everywhere belongs to God, to me. So doesn't matter. So we have to be very conscious of our own existence. Your belief in God without being conscious of your existence is baseless, empty. But do you think I don't believe? I don't care whether you believe, because I'm not here to issue the ID card so that you will go on Hajj and the Saudi government will give you visa. Will give you visa. None of my business. I don't care and I don't believe any of them. So if someone doesn't think of his own existence and define it, his own existence, what on earth he's talking about? Universe? He's talking about cosmos? He's talking about the Quran or religion? Doesn't know who he is or she is. So we have to think about it. So my conclusion, I don't know if somebody disagrees with it, please tell me. Don't say that, no, these are Muslim people, they believe in God. No, challenge me. I say existence is only possible if I refer it to a giver, originator. Otherwise, existence cannot exist by itself. Be careful, huh? You will criticize me on the way back. So existence is only possible if it is given existence. Existence cannot exist by itself. It will be self-contradictory according to human capacity. I cannot accept it. Existence exists by itself. Don't you see this circular reasoning? Am I right or wrong? Huh? Circular reasoning. Existence exists by itself. What do you mean by itself? What do you mean something exists by itself? No reason. Think about it. You can write an article. No reason behind it. No base. This is a baseless argument. So I have to define it as given. So I have to look at myself and see my capacity, not the limits of my capacity, and see my capacity and say it is given to me to be used with my free will, as I am. As I am. So I have knowledge. I think. Yeah. I conclude. If it is so, therefore it must be so. That's what I conclude. You think that, excuse me, when we say we believe in God, the creator, actually, originator of the existence, when we say, they say, show me. What? That is my conclusion. When I look at the universe, it needs a source of origination, or a source which gave it its existence. Otherwise, no way for human being to accept it, that existence exists by itself. It is meaningless, it is circular, it is just repeating the same thing. Something like, I am a human being because I am a human being. Something like that. Doesn't explain anything. So we have to know that this existence has been given by a source or by a thing. Why? Is it unknown? No. It is known to you. What is known to you? The existence giver's existence is known to you. Do you understand? That's in the language of the Quran. Believe in ghaib. It means, ghaib means, in the language of the Quran, ghaib means the one which is not part of this universe. Because it is the source of existence of this universe. That's very simple. The belief in God is so simple. Just use your human capacity. Don't be lazy. Don't just jump into the conclusion that I always criticize this language, but please excuse me for this, just to wake our minds up. I am using it. Don't just jump to we are Muslims. It doesn't help. It doesn't help why you are Muslim. And what does it mean for you? We are Muslims. Or we are Christians. The same. Or really, we are atheists. We are scientists. The same. Meaningless claim. But if you say, I conclude that there must be a source which gave existence to the universe as it is, as I perceive. So what I did, I made it certain for myself that there is an originator, existence giver, and this existence giver is the one who gave existence to the universe. So it is not a part of the universe. It is not of the nature of the universe. It is the originator of the nature of the universe. That is inevitable, necessary conclusion. That is why it is ghaib, because ghaib means, you know, for example, I was in a place, let me give a 2 minutes break. I was in a place waiting for just the renewal of my ID card. And there's a lady, I'm sorry for the ladies, they are in majority, they can beat us up, so we have to be kind to them. And she was speaking to the officer, and I was waiting in line. So she said, my ID card has got lost. Yeah? Has got lost. You know, I am a funny guy. I said, excuse me, your ID card cannot get lost by itself. You lost it. Why don't you say, I lost it? She don't know. And who's this old guy, a strange old guy being like a philosopher or the, but you are just cheating yourself. Nothing can get lost by itself. Everything needs a cause. And you don't know where the ID card, you don't really remember or notice, you didn't notice where you dropped it. Don't say that, I don't know where my ID card, which is in the language, is called, I have lost my ID card. Agent is I. But don't hear us. Ladies are very sensitive not to assume any responsibility on themselves. You know? so it is lost. It is lost. Wow, it doesn't explain anything. Where is the agent? Even we are talking about the existence of the universe. Where is the agent of existence? That sorry. No. We don't listen to you because you are not on the floor. We are floor people. so get down and be equal to us. No. I know why. Don't worry. So then we can listen to you. Where is the evidence about to say ladies are more intelligent than men? They are intelligent. No, I really, look, you are in the majority, you know. Otherwise, this part will be heavier than this part. So in paradise also, the ladies will be in majority. Yeah. Actually, this is nothing to do with our subject, but it's a joke now since we started making the joke. So, in this culture, in this civilization, if you like, this already existing civilization with no judgment, bad or good, nothing.
Which culture?
But here in New York. Let's be more specific. In New York, ladies have more opportunity to study, to be intellectual, to engage themselves into intellectual activities. Let the gentlemen work. Let them go to work. So, but you have to benefit. You have to utilize it. You may have a lot of time. So, as I say, when you get married, the first child shouldn't be a grave for your life. Be careful. Fall into it and lose yourself with the child. Child grows himself. Don't worry about it. Just take care of your responsibility. Change the diaper. Feed her. Let her sleep. Don't call your mother-in-law for your mother or something to look after. Child doesn't need anybody else. Just a few minutes, even not hour a day. Child is okay. But that is out of subject. Forget about it. So you have more opportunities to get engaged into intellectual activities, which is the future of Islam to me. after this civilization, this global civilization, future of Islam, I strongly believe in it, future of Islam is based on, or really, really depends on the success of ladies. Think about it. If whatever they call Muslim community, whatever religious community, whatever they call, if religious community is clever enough to organize and give the facilities to ladies, Islam's future, or if they are Christians, the future of Christianity will be much brighter in the future. If they fail in educating women or giving opportunity to women, they will fail as well. That's my belief. That's my observation. So it's a good thing for you to know. Prepare yourself. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. So looking for an opportunity to get married and finish. You think that the responsibility finished? Yes, working responsibility may come to an end, but being a human being and responsibility for your humanity, you cannot really barter your human responsibility with anything else. It is because it is you who is human being. Yeah, it is you. You cannot really, you may not work, doesn't matter, but you are a human being still, even if you don't work. If you don't make money, doesn't matter. You are a human being. You cannot get rid of yourself. Impossible. So use it, utilize it. Be active in intellectual activities. Intellectual activities, reading seriously. Is it possible? Yeah, it must be. So let's come back to the subject. Human beings are given their existence by the one who gave existence to the universe. So look at your capacity. Look at yourself. Well, I will mix up with Quranic language. Quran says, hey, you are, each of you is a caliph. What does it mean? Khalifa. What does it mean? Of course, people understand Khalifa means I have the authority to do everything. No. It means you are vicegerent. It means gerent means really acting on behalf of somebody, but really acting. Vicegerent in the universe, representing me, the creator. That's Quranic speech now, Quranic language. So let's come to us. We are agents of God on earth. Agents of our creator on earth. It means creator is not a part of the universe, but put an agent in it. What does it mean? What do you understand from it? As an agent in the universe. You are acting on behalf of the creator. Who are they? You. Not Caliph Abu Bakr, Umar, Ali or something. You are Caliph. They started using the word Caliph, the kings, for themselves, but really this language has nothing to do with the administration or administrator position, because administrator position is Amirul Mu'mineen. Be careful, not Amirul Muslimin. Have you noticed this difference? Amirul Mu'mineen. It means the one in the social life, administrative matters, the one who leads and gives the last word. As far as the matters related to believers at the societal level, not personal level. That is Amirul Mu'minin, administration. Be careful with the vocabulary. But later on, kings changed it and said, the sultans, they say, and said, caliph. And at the very, very end, the Ottoman caliphs became Emirul Muslimin. Every Muslim. Who are they? A person lives in the capital city of the Ottoman Empire. That time is called Islam. So, what does it mean? How can you be the Emirul Muslimin? How the Emirul Mu'mineen changed into Emirul Muslimin? These are very interesting historical developments and change of mindset in the society. These are very dangerous things happened. Be careful. Quran says, I am speaking to human beings and asking them to submit themselves to their creator, me. Quran says. And they speak in terms of Quran or on behalf of Quran, within the teachings of the Quran, makes it as a political identity, saying we are Muslims and the administrator is Emirul Muslimin. Yeah, Khalifatun al-Ard, and whole Muslim community is under my. No, Quran is universal, and the administration has something to do with the believers, because in a Muslim community, it's like this. I see is the best example in New York, open to everybody. We don't ask the ID card here. Well, I've never seen Imam Khalid has asked anybody, only Muslims. Never. It's not Islamic. It's not according to Quran. You can ask according to Islamic teaching. You cannot ask anybody who comes and joins you, including the in Arabic mushrikun, idolaters. Quran says, let them be under your protection so that they may hear the Quran. It means the truth. Quran says this. How can I say that this is a Muslim center? The word itself contradicts what Islam says. But when you say Islamic center, that is open. It means, yes, we take the Quran as our guide, but we are open to everybody. You can come. You can come. You can join our dinner, our food, and you can also utilize here free, so that you may hear something from the truth, right? So if you say, okay, I heard you saying something and I didn't like it, can you please take me out? Yeah, it is Muslims or the believers, I use the word again, it's a very common disease, the believers' responsibility to take this person to the place where he feels secure. Say, I'm comfortable here now. All right? Do you know the verse this verse? We can study that. It's a clear verse. No, you don't have to really interpret it or something. It's a very clear, straightforward language. So take him where he feels comfortable, secure, and say, bye-bye. Who is this man? Who is this man? An idol worshiper. Didn't agree with you. Denied your Quran, denied your religion, denied your belief. You have to take care of it. That's what the Quran teaches. Now, we may hear something on the contrary. That's something different. So we cannot really make a place only for Muslims. It's against the teaching of the Quran. It must be open. Islamic administrative institution cannot ask anybody, be careful here, his ID card. Did you know that in Islam there is no ID card? You don't have to say, I am Ali. No, I don't. You are a human being. That's it. I am a believer. I don't care. I don't believe. I don't care. None of my business. You are a human being. If you want to come here, come. That's it. That's open. Islamic administrative body. I am not using the state. There is no state. The concept of state. Administrative body, which is called hukuma. Administration. Administrative body cannot put a boundary. Right? It's called not a border. Cannot put a border. Say, this is my border. Where is your passport? Or did you get the visa? There's no such thing. You cannot say. Why? Because Quran is a universal call. You cannot say that, no. You don't hear the Quran. Come on. You don't deserve it. You cannot say it. Your creator says, no, you have to allow everybody. It is a universal message with no limitations, no age limitation. Age means not the age, century or epoch or whatever you call them. Limitations, no time limitations, no geographical limitations. You can't. They're so free. If you like, be proud of the Quran. It's beautiful. Free. Everybody comes here, doesn't believe in God. All right? So you don't believe in God? That's your business. Come, let's have dinner together. Okay, let's sit together. Yep, okay. You are under our protection. Because Quran says, when they come next to you, give them protection. Ajirhum. Ajir means protect them. Protect them. Not only, okay, you can come like that. The atheist man, watch out. It may be an NYPD agent. You never know. None of your business. Everybody. A human being. And if you don't really hate the dog, even the dog can come. None of your business. So everybody is created by God. They are created not for nothing. Appreciate them. Use them. And be as you are. Don't pretend. Don't pretend. For example, there is an atheist among us. Watch out for your language, man. No. Be free as you are. It's beautiful. Anyway, lots of subject mixed up. But they are interesting things. They are interesting, practical. So human beings have to think about themselves. We, everybody, which kind of qualities I have. You will find out that you are endowed with the qualities to know on behalf of who you are acting in this world. It means who is your creator. You are endowed with the qualities to know who your creator is. How? Within yourself, with your own definitions. As far as human beings are concerned, we are conscious of our qualities. We are conscious of our existence. We are conscious of our existence of our human qualities. Conscious. Right? So use them. These aspects of human being has no limit. To know your creator has no limit. Yeah, you cannot say, I don't know my creator more than this. No, because you are not going to see him. I always say this. Look, it's a challenging subject. Even it is impossible. It is totally imagination. Imagining the impossible one. God comes here. I don't know. But personally comes here. I don't know. What I know, he will say, look, hey, I am your creator, what would you do? I don't know. Do something and I will see. It means act. Yeah, that's very important. Act. If someone says, I am the most, let's say, successful singer, I don't know. How can I know? Tell me. How can I know? He or she has to perform his qualities. Only then I know that's how I am. Right? This is very important. That's why the prophet says, don't imagine God. Why? Which is pointless. What are you going to do with imagination? Let's say you heard a beautiful music and you imagine a musician or a singer. Doesn't help. Here's the work. Work is here. So you cannot really imagine God. You shouldn't. And even you could, would be pointless. Don't think of anything in terms of God. Think of how you make sense of what he performs for you. Do you get it? What he performs for you. Do you get it? Only action comes out and say, he doesn't have to say that I am the most successful singer. When you hear it, you will understand. Don't worry. So action is important because you are given the ability to appreciate anything, any quality exists within the universe. It means created within the universe. Look, action. Any action that we experience, I know. This is a quality. I may not be able to give a technical term to it. These are important steps. Steps to what? Steps to read the Quran. Otherwise, reading the Quran is a problem, will become a problem. You find yourself that, I don't know, I don't understand. I think, I don't want to be an unbeliever. I don't want to go to hell, so I have to believe. I better believe. It's not belief, it is just fear of something. Yeah. So you have to understand, we understand the qualities existing in this act, the act where the universe, because I have the criteria to understand all of them. And I'm responsible only within my own human capacities. I'm not expected to be more than what I am. Well, I'm made in this way. That's it. I have to try to use it in the fullest sense. That's my responsibility. I know that as well. I have to use it. I have to use it. But most of the time, I know from my own experience, we are lazy. I don't use my capacity properly. So I guess that only out of our choice of laziness that we don't use our capacities. Otherwise, our capacities is such that we can understand the quality in the creation which reflects the quality of its creator. That is human being. I have no excuses. I have the quality to understand the manifestation, the reflections of the creator, of the, if you like, the actor of the universe. Actor who acts this. Here it is. I have to use it. This is the reader. You understand now, I think. If you don't, please let me know. You understand now why, the first, why defining the reader is important. Definitely. You cannot omit it. One. The second, in order to really read the universe and the speech of the Creator parallel in the same platform. Yeah, here is one type of speech, which is action-wise. The singer came, in our example, the singer came and said, I am the best singer. I said, I don't know. Yeah. Let me see your performance. So when the singer performs it, if I am satisfied with his act, his or her act, then I say, yeah, your word is true. Now, do you understand this simple example? Very simple example. Yeah. Do we have any excuse that we may not read the Quran without taking notes of the performance of the action of the speaker in the Quran? Can you really read the Quran without taking notes of the action in the universe? Huh? Can you? And being conscious of your capacity that you can know. You can know the speaker within, who the speaker is, what the capacity is that this speaker has, as long as you are aware of your capacity that you are given the qualities to understand the existence of these qualities manifested in the universe as well as in the speech. Combine them. That's why the parallel reading is not only an option, it is a necessary requirement. You cannot read the Quran and you cannot understand the Quran by just reading it without accompanying your reading with your witnessing in the creation. Do you understand? Today's introduction is this. You said, it was your prayer, man. You said, oh, the time is up. Yeah, because any subject needs its methodology to be established. We are not here to learn information. You can learn information from Wikipedia. It's everybody on his or her iPhone. That's very easy, they're cheap. It's worthless, by the way. So it's really worthless. Don't waste your time with Twitter or something. So be a human being and use yourself. And be serious that life is not cheap. The existence on earth is not cheap. You cannot just spend it away by claiming that, alhamdulillah, I am a Muslim. Yeah, we pray and I never miss my Ramadan. And I invite people for iftar. Yeah. And compete with food. So it has nothing to do with your human reality. I don't know why we are lost. We are lost in outward forms and baseless false claims. Whatever you claim doesn't matter. You claim to be something or something else, doesn't matter. As long as it's a claim, baseless, it is worthless anyways, whatever it is. Whatever you say, whether you say, I'm an atheist, baseless. I'm a Christian, baseless. If you don't base your argument on your observation and evaluation of existence, starting from your own self. Otherwise, Okay, so ready? Ready now? Look, the first verse. We promised that we are going to study the chapter Fatiha, which is, they call it Fatiha. It means you enter. Enter. This opening, they say, Fatiha. This is the opener, not the tin opener. Opener to the reality revealed to you and in the form of speech by the Creator. That's just a claim. Yeah? Don't just say that we believe in it. No. No. This book says, I am the speech of your Creator. Whose Creator? Your Creator. How can I know? With your own capacity. But that's simple. Isn't that really consistent? With your own capacity. You don't have to go to, I don't know, somewhere to learn who I am. Sit here. Just study yourself. Pay attention to yourself. So this is the opening to this truth to you. Yep. So that you can learn how to use yourself. And of course, yourself by extension, your relationship with the universe, so that you can evaluate the information you get from the universe, from the act. So we will say, oh, do you mean that you are the speech of the Creator of me as well as the universe? Quran says, yeah. Yeah. What criteria we should have then? Or we should look for? If you are true, we will take now I will change the language now, Mus'haf, the book, which says, there must be someone here. So which says, I am the speech of God. What does it mean? The Creator. What does it mean? Your Creator. Huh? You say, are you really? Let me see. How can you check this, the claim of this book, that it is the Creator speaking? How can you check? How can you make sure? You are not, you don't have to be born in Mecca or Cairo. No. It's not a human being. You are a human being. How can you make sure? What is the way? The only way, whether to confirm or to reject this claim is right or wrong. What is the only way? One way, not two. What's that? Anybody? Yep.
To make a parallel reading with what you see around you, right?
Well, if someone says, I am the one, you heard the best singer, Kulthum. So I don't know nowadays who is the best man or the best singer, the best, I don't know, album author.
Justin Bieber.
Bieber?
Yeah.
Bieber. Oh, so, all right. I mean, if he is the most successful one, all right. And listen, you have been listening, Bieber.
No, that's the philosopher, Bieber.
Yeah.
Not Martin Buber, Bieber.
Bieber,
Yeah.
No, the Bieber is the philosopher, yeah. So Bieber, all right. Bieber, you have been listening to Bieber's songs for 10 years, all right? Let's assume, it's assumption, man. Assumption is free. So one person walks in and say that, hi, everybody. And I don't want to imitate him. I cannot because his behavior is a little bit funny. So, hi, everybody. I am Justin Bieber. Yeah. I am Justin Bieber. Do you believe?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. He looks like Justin Bieber.
No. What did you say? You are the first time seeing the man. Don't use the picture. Yeah, maybe made up somebody. Somebody really because the makeup, in the studios, they make everybody look everybody. You can make it. This is the art nowadays, very famous art. So how can you make sure that he is really Justin Bieber, whose song you have been listening for 10 years? How can you make sure?
You tell him to sing something.
Sorry?
Sing something. You have to tell him to sing something.
Ah, you cannot believe otherwise. You cannot confirm. But don't think that we use the picture, etc., behavior. I mean, to make sure. There is only one way of confirming that this guy is really Justin Bieber, and I have to learn the name. So you know that how much I have the culture, social culture. I have no social culture. So
just as you said that anyone can look like him, anyone can pretend to sing with his voice.
Art. But the art is incomparable, yeah? So, I mean, not a similar one, no, but it's an example, man. Don't take the analogy to a real case. Just an example. There is only one way to ascertain, to make sure that what this guy claims to be is really true. Ask him to sing. Perform it. Do you understand now? How can you make sure that the Quran says, I am the word of God, the creator of the universe, the creator of you too? It means I have given you the capacity to know me. Right? Okay. How can I make sure? Show it. Show it. You are my creator. You are the creator of the universe. So this word, this book now, says, I am the speech. I contain the speech of your creator. You say, perform it means, here it is. It means there is only one way to confirm the reality, the truthfulness of the claim of the speech of the creator. Look at the universe and see the compatibility. Confirms or not? Simple. That's why we have to read the Quran and the universe together. Right? We may be first-year students of this reading. Quite normal, be patient. But start. If you don't start how to learn the alphabet of, let's say, Japanese, you cannot learn the language. You have to start from the alphabet. And then, how to make a sentence, small, short, practical sentences, and then develop. It means we have to take step by step in developing this understanding that the Quran must be read alongside with seeing the witness in the universe manifested to you. Now, the first say, hello, here I am. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wow. What does it mean? Of course, the Muslims, I call this Muslim a little bit in a, in quote unquote term, with capital M, of course. Muslims, I was born in a Muslim community. I don't remember in a Muslim family and the community too. I don't remember even when I learned how to say Bismillah. When I learned how to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So maybe 1 year, 2 years old, we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, now it is time. to think about it. Alongside with the universe, use yourself. Yeah, use yourself. Very simple. Very simple. Think about it. Educate yourself. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let's dissect the sentence. Bi ismi Allah. Right? Dissect the word. In the name of the Creator. We call them Allah. This is the proper name of the Creator. When you say Allah, you mean what? The Creator, the originator of everything. So don't imagine Allah or something. You know, if you don't have this, when you say Allah, you know, the one who made me. The one who made the air, who made the light, who gave existence to this universe. I'm talking about this. Don't hide yourself behind the vocabulary. You know, in one sense, from the beginning, I think we have to talk about it. Allah means nothing. Right? What does it mean? But from the beginning, from the end, Allah will mean everything. But from the beginning, somebody says, I am Ihab. What does it mean? Huh? So, how are you? So, we learned this, that we have to say, oh, nice meeting you, thank you. So, but we have no knowledge of you. Because Ihab means nothing. It's a proper name. And you learn that he's a considerate guy, especially very respectful to his wife. Definitely it must be so. Otherwise, the future. No, the future, wake up. So the future will fall into a serious risk, you know. So, you start saying that the kind person, Ihab, one quality. And engineer, are you an engineer? No, from Egypt. Why the engineer, doctor? So, engineer, Ihab, another quality. Yeah? Male, female, but human. Human, we are describing human. If you don't know the quality of Ihab, the name Ihab means nothing to you. With no quality, Ihab. A man is called Ihab. Yes? But if you know the all qualities, if it is possible, or as much as you know, when you say Ihab, Ihab is the guy who is this and this and this and this and this. But you have to know the qualities. If you don't know the qualities, not memorize it. No. You can list the memory of a lot of names, you know, engineer, doctor, I don't know, kind, generous. Yep. Oh, sorry. Strong. Strong, he says. He says. So strong, etc. You have to know them. But if you don't know what they mean, by memorizing them is nothing. But if you experience it through his actions, never forget, through his actions. So when they say Ihab, all the experienced qualities of Ihab comes under the umbrella of Ihab. Right? Then Allah means something to you. God means something to you. Otherwise, if you have not experienced the qualities, God means nothing. Do you understand the danger? It's very important. Huh? Yeah, we have to know. How? Well, how much did you pay for this watch?
I didn't pay for it.
You didn't know. Esma gave you the present. That's why you keep watching it or using it for nothing. Eh? It's free. So really, in the name of God means the qualities that He presented to me. I am going to understand God with these qualities. Esma, isim, your name. Yeah? Isim, plural, esma, means the qualities of the Creator. That the human beings are given the tools to decipher these qualities, understand these qualities, affirm these qualities. How? As they are manifested here in the universe. And I am experiencing it. That is called belief. The others, I'm not saying no, but I don't know. I don't think that the other people don't believe. Only these people in ICNYU joining the Salakat knows it. No, it. No. I don't judge about other people. It's none of my business. My business is to know the manifested form, not unmanifested form. No, I cannot imagine the Creator. It is not of the nature of this universe. I cannot. So I would say, for example, this universe exists with no quality, exists. God is the one who gave existence to this universe. That's one quality we learn now. In the name of God, it means the one who gave existence to this universe, and me too. That is the script, the followings will speak in the name of that owner of the quality. Do you understand? Be ismi, be in the name of God, exactly, not sophisticated at all. There are, you know that, thousands of pages are written about Bismillah by scholars, but not exaggeration. Thousands of pages explaining it. It's not complicated, and they have not wasted their time because it is all comprehensive, very comprehensive methodology, if you like, in understanding the Quran, speech of God. You cannot say that this is the Quran. You cannot touch it if you don't have the ablution or purified actions. If you have not, this is Mus'haf. In order to address yourself to the Quran, not the Mus'haf, the written book. In order to address to the Quran, you have to clarify, cleanse your attitude. What am I doing now? I'm listening to a text, to a speech, which says, I am the speech of your Creator. Listen to me, but while listening to me, also watch out for my performance. If you don't look at the performance, your listening becomes imagination and imitation. Nothing. They are not belief. It's nothing. Waste of time. But don't say that my mother keeps reading the Quran and doesn't understand the meaning. We are not talking about the meaning. Attitude. Don't judge about other people. Everybody is responsible according to the level of his class. Yeah? You are responsible according to the level of your class. what you make now. For example, how can you make it? Huh? You are responsible. So for your qualities, whatever, your situation. So in the name of God is the door. When you really take a right attitude, what it means, you are opening the door in order to enter into a completely different world. That is called belief. Belief. And opening up yourself to a completely different world. Before you used to say, or you and I used to say, oh, this is the moon, this is the sun, this is the mountain, this is the tree, this is the bird. Now you say, what? What do you mean by? They are just false, empty names. What are the names, qualities that you see there? Right? This speech says, watch out for the qualities manifested in the moon, in the sun, in the mountain, in the tree, in the bird, whatever. Look at the qualities. The qualities that you observe through your own human qualities that you are ingrained with, endowed with. You have the criteria. You are using the criteria saying that, yeah, the bird is made, given life, for example, ability to fly or see or hear or protect itself and reproduce, lots of them, many things, depending on your class. All these qualities are the qualities of its maker. There is no bird anymore. What do you start seeing? Not the bird, but if you like, concrete manifestations of the qualities of its maker. No bird. There's no bird. Concrete manifestation of its creator. So this is when you look at the bird, you say, in the name of God, you exist. I acknowledge your maker. This is my maker. He, the one who made me, enabled me to acknowledge you in your existence. That is human being. That is believer. Yeah. If you don't have this space, I don't know what's belief. Really. Well, I have no idea, no definition for belief. You have to have this space first. And we have to stop. Ihab is going to beat me up now if they well, you're late. So, and this room will be totally, but not, slowly, totally evacuated before 9 o'clock, so the people have their right as well. Thank you very much. We introduced the subject parallel reading and studied one phrase from the one half of the first reading of the Quran. But this is the beautiful, I think it's beautiful. It's really, do you like it, Iran? Be honest. Oh, well, alhamdulillah. This time he's thankful and grateful. Alhamdulillah, we have to thank God who enabled us to understand this. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. If you like, we can carry on the subject next week. Yeah, parallel reading. It's beautiful.
No, let's change it.
Sorry?
Let's change it.
Change it?
Yeah, we just started one.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for coming really in this weather. Thank you. I appreciate that. Inshallah, I'll see you next Wednesday.